listening to, watching, hearing, smelling, tasting, and feeling sex, drugs, and skincare. Like and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to Sex. I almost forgot what the name is. Sex, drugs, and skincare. Thank you.
You know your name, right?
With Nikki Davis.
Okay.
Yes, that's with me. And thanks for returning.
Thanks. Oh, right there you're talking about
Well, no,
me
thanks
from
for
returning.
you returning also. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel a little awkward. It's been a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember because I had some in the bank. Some of the episodes were stored in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some really weird ones in case you haven't listened to or watched the ones prior to this episode. This one's probably going to be really weird too. But no, but the ones I have before this are some really weird ones because it was like I didn't really have a choice. I had to.
You
put
had to
them
get
out.
them just
I had
done.
to get them out.
Yeah, and the guests sucked. They were fucking terrible. And so we had to like pick up the slack on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then our slack was bad as well.
Yeah.
So, we just let it go. But hey, you put them up.
I did put them up.
That's the number one game.
They've been posted and but they're interesting. It's like it's a circus.
Yeah, they're always fun. It's always fun. Speaking of circus, so you've been out of town? Something like that? Yeah, what happened? You've been off the planet.
I went to Scotland and Berlin. I went to Berlin for 3 days by myself.
Someone thought you were a Jew and they beat you up.
Yes.
In
How
Scotland.
did you know?
In Scotland.
It's not safe anywhere.
The Germans are exporting their Nazis now.
I am the most shiksa-looking Jew you've ever seen in your life, though. Right?
You're a Jew?
No. You said they thought I was a Jew, so they beat me up.
Oh, no. I thought for a moment you were a Jew, and I was like, oh, I was just kidding.
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of people kidding.
A lot of people are joking around.
Yeah.
And Alex, our producer, told us no jokes before we started. So
no Jew jokes.
No
you
Jew
can't
jokes.
make Jew jokes.
Well, we're not sponsored by the Jews.
No JJ. Oh yeah, exactly. Can we cut that out? Jewish people do not sponsor the show right now. So we don't do anything. We don't plug anything.
I was
not
giving
sponsored.
you guys money for this episode. So
Oh, hell yeah.
That's
okay.
fine.
technically this episode is sponsored by Jews.
All right.
Okay. Well then,
yeah.
let's put them in.
Okay.
Well,
We're going to put a oil in.
Like, put a oil in?
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you going to give him? What are you going to give him? Just the tip? My dead father loves
high
that joke.
mileage. It's a high mileage car. That's the car that sometimes you
runs
gotta,
on tips. Okay.
Yeah. Or calamari.
Oh my God. Put it in your mouth.
Remember that song by Acanelli?
By Rabbi. Because don't they put it in their mouth and bite it off?
No, they don't bite it off.
They bite it off. They kiss it, I think.
It's to like suck the blood out and spit it out.
That's so
that's
disgusting.
Better? That's not better. By the way, this is our guest. She's not been introduced, but I told her please chime in.
I'm chiming.
Yes,
she's chiming.
She's a chimer.
Okay, I want to know though. So what happened to the Pink Wonder over there?
All right, so I went to Berlin for the first 3 days by myself. Traveling alone for the first 3. This is not really relevant, but I just wanted to include this that I didn't really enjoy traveling in a big city by myself so much. I mean, especially Berlin because it's like a party town.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I went out and saw, whatever, museums.
Yeah.
And then, I could have done that anywhere. And it was cool. But yeah, so then I went to Scotland and then I did a bike tour of like the countryside that was going to go over to a place called Portobello, which is the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's a North Sea. And when I did get there and it was really lovely and there was like 5 of us on the tour. There was like a guide and 4 of us. And already,
now, were you traveling alone in Scotland?
Yeah, traveling alone. I knew a couple people over there, but I didn't really hang out with them that much. They were doing stuff. So, but yeah, I was traveling alone. And then, so that's why I was like, I'm going to fill up my days with like fun activities. So I'm not just like, I don't want to just be hanging out at the Fringe Festival all night long or whatever. I want to go out and like, in the countryside of Scotland is just like to die for. The Highlands and I forget the other ones.
The Lowlands.
The Lowlands. That's right. I'm sorry. Yes. The Lowlands.
The medium lands.
Yes, that's right.
Nobody talks about the medium lands. I think the medium lands are just disappearing from the economy.
Yeah.
It's just the Lowlands and the Highlands.
I was trying to think of a joke about mediums, and I couldn't think of that woman's name who does the show Medium.
Oh yeah.
I saw her on the tour. Anyway, so okay, so it was like day 4 out of day 10 of the trip in Scotland. I'm on a bike. I'm like, first of all, everybody was like, "Why don't you get up behind the guide because you're kind of going slower than everybody."
Mm-hmm.
I haven't ridden a bike.
Why would they put the slowest person in the front?
Well, see, now that's what
No
I thought.
pressure.
Yeah, that's weird.
That makes absolutely no sense.
It was
You
pressure.
put the slowest person in the rear and then you get rid of them.
Yeah.
That would have been very easy.
Or you happen
too.
to be the slowest person and that's just where you are.
I think they were trying to like make sure I didn't get lost.
Oh, okay.
They probably talked to me for a couple minutes and realized that I'm always the person that trails off and gets lost, which is I did prove to do that later on.
But it's a bike tour. How fast do you have to go?
They talked to you and then they realized you're the person who trails off and gets lost.
I think they saw me ride my bike first.
Oh, because I was going to say, what about your speaking indicated bad biking is what I want to know.
The fact that I said, hey, you guys, wait, I'm way back here all by myself. But so they put me in the front and everything was good. And then but I'm tired. Like, I'm going to just reference another time. I was in Rome a long time ago because I brag. And then, but I was in Rome, but I was like, I couldn't ride the bike. And I was like, I was actually crying. I was like, why the fuck can't I ride this bike? And so, I mean, I'd gone all day like that. I'm thinking I am so out of shape. At the end of the day, we looked and the brakes, even though they weren't on with the handles, the brake was on the tire the entire time. So I'd been riding around with the fucking brake on. So that's what it felt
were you
like.
Sore the next day after that, right?
Oh my God.
It's also a lesson to give yourself a break.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because there was a reason. Yeah, you must have been really sore.
And my pussy was sore because there were shitty bikes and you're on the,
oh my God.
Because you were fucking the bike.
Yeah.
I mean, God.
When
in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome. Damn it, I wish I had said that.
Fuck the bike.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
So, so where was I? Okay, yeah. So then we're going up a hill. I'm already tired. Everyone's naturally younger than me. And I don't want to admit that I'm going up this hill and I don't think I'm going to make it. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to plow through. I don't know if I'm supposed to go up in the gears or down in the gears. I'm going back and forth. I lost momentum. And then all of a sudden, cramp in the leg happens. And I didn't have any choice other than to fall over. And I stuck my hand out like this. So the bone just kind of like poked out this way.
Oh, you had a compound fracture.
It's called a, what did I say it was called?
They said it was a complicated.
They said a complicated fracture.
It's a compound fracture.
Okay.
Yeah. I was pre-med. This is my specialty.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So because you can do it this way where the hand is this way, talk to the hand this way, or you can do it this way.
Yeah. It didn't come out of your skin though. It just it
Oh,
shifted.
no.
It's
but
like,
it was like, what did it look like? It looked
your
like
bone broke and it like shifted and poked out of her hand this way. So
that's a compound fracture. It's as long as it protrudes.
It protruded for sure. There was protruding. So we stopped where we were. This was luckily after I'd gone in the North Sea. And like,
oh my God, were you in agony?
After about 10 minutes when the shock wore off, yes. Then I was like, I'm kind of fucked. I don't know what to do. You guys take the bikes back. And then, of course, there's one person who knows how to ride a bike and hold the bike at the same time.
Well,
like,
that person's a fucking asshole.
I know. I hated her already. But they were nice. And I was like, I'm just going to go down back to the town, to the pharmacy.
Were you crying the whole time?
Of course.
Oh, Nick, this fucking breaks my heart. Oh, this breaks my heart.
I'm sitting in the little pharmacy thing and the guy doesn't know what to do. And I was in so much pain. I didn't know who to call. I'm in shock. My fucking arm is killing me. So finally I got an Uber to take me to their like sort of general hospital. Don't make any Luke and Laura jokes, please.
Frisco.
Right. It wasn't in Frisco. I wish it was. So I went there and they said, go there first. The Airbnb guys who are so lovely. So anyways, they said, go to this one first, because if you go to the Royal Infirmary, you could be waiting 8 hours. So go there first, go to minor injuries, and see if they can at least see it, and maybe it's a sprain and it's not a break.
Oh, okay.
So I went there and luckily I got in there and out of there pretty quick. I mean, probably a couple of 3 hours. So they x-rayed it, and the x-rated lady, she, I can't talk.
By the way, imaging technicians should only be called the x-rated.
X-rated, yeah.
That should be a thing. She looks at it, they're not supposed to say anything. She goes, yeah, you shouldn't move that. And I was like, okay, so this is probably not good. So I went in and the guys fixed me up. They put me in like a plaster cast and then gave me like this, like a thing that you like
a mobilization cast and a sling to keep you from moving.
The sling looked like it was probably used in World War I. Like it still had
That's the kind of cloth that they would put whiskey on and they'd just shove it in your mouth.
Yeah.
They'd be like, bite down.
It had big brown spots on it. It was like yellowed. And then there was like screaming old
I can't
women
believe they
curtains.
gave a cloth with age spots to a facialist.
And as you leave, they're like, bring that back.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget.
They're like, can you just, you know what? keep it.
Yeah, you can go
She's
ahead
American.
and keep it.
It's going to be a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
The
was in
Airbnb
a
guys, these like they were such lovely, gorgeous people. Like just as people, like I wasn't attracted to them. I mean, like that, but like,
But were they good looking people? Let's judge them.
I guess so. They were very tall. One was
Tall's
a
enough.
Kiwi.
Say no more.
Yeah, and one was like a very like palish kind of like an Englishman. They were so nice though. But even the nicest one was even like, it looks like you're wearing a baby nappy on your arm. And I was like, so I started wearing a scarf. Anyway, so the next day they sent me to the Royal Infirmary. They had to put a cuff around my arm, which cut off the circulation completely for 20 minutes. And then they injected both hands with something that made this hand completely, and this was back up on the other hand, made it completely numb. So I couldn't feel my hand, and it was turning like every color you could think of. I couldn't look at it anymore.
Whoa.
Once it became that, then another doctor came in and then smushed it back into place. And then that's when they gave me another cast, which was still a plaster cast, and then sent me on my way. And then about a week after, by the time I got back here, I got this cute little cast.
Did they set it well? Did you go to a doctor here?
Very well, yes. They were very actually impressed, and thank God, because I would have probably had to have surgery if they had fucked it up. And I work for a living, so luckily, because of the way I work, I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of this, because mostly I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So I'll be back in business in 4 weeks. So if I have an appointment with you, guests, whoever you are, I'll call you when I get the cast off.
Do you have disability insurance?
No, because I'm self-employed. So I don't think I do. So yeah.
Look into it.
Send money, please. My Venmo is on my account.
Look into it. I think if you've paid taxes, you should be eligible for some sort of disability insurance from the state.
In a little while. Yeah, I'll take a look.
Take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's a story about that.
Yeah, I found it fascinating too that the cast they gave you in Scotland after you went in and they reset it, they didn't give you a full plaster cast because you were flying and it had to expand.
Yeah, it had to expand. Yeah,
so I find it pretty fascinating that they would even have that like
they thought about it ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the doctors there were. I mean, that's the one thing.
They're great.
They're great.
Great, brilliant, beautiful. Good fucks.
Good attitude. Yeah. Good fucks.
Good fucks.
Good fucks.
Oh
Real
my God.
good fucks over there.
I look like such shit walking through both because I couldn't do my hair. I'm just now able to use my fingers and like do things, but I still that's why I am a sans ponytail today, everyone. God, we've been going on for quite a while, so we should probably bring our guest up. But so that's why my hair is like this.
You look good.
No, it's fine. It's just I have a little bit of a fake ponytail addiction. So
speak on it. I want to know more about this fake ponytail addiction. Okay.
So I'm sorry I didn't really let you talk very much today.
That's okay. I just want to let you know that you never forget how to fall off a bike. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh, it's a great joke.
So true.
That's
yes.
Yeah.
Can I have that?
Well, maybe.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna.
You guys can have joint custody.
You can lease it. You can lease it from me.
Thank you. I will.
Turo it? Can she Turo it?
You can.
What is it?
Turo?
What's that?
It's where you borrow somebody's car.
And rent it.
You rent someone's car from them.
Turo?
Yeah.
I've never heard
Turo.
of that.
Turo.
Yeah.
It's like Airbnb, but for cars.
Oh, okay, right. It's like a thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
if
got
people
it.
are going to have sex in your Airbnb, they're going to have sex in your car. So you have to figure that's.
If not, they're at the very least going to jerk off and put it all over the windshield.
They Mustang, which is a very popular car.
Always you want. You got to tang.
You got a tang in the muss.
Hey, I just wanted to bring it to Alex's attention. I don't know if it matters, but the camera that's across from the couch is fine. Okay, cool. Just checking. Wide. Thank you. I couldn't remember what to call it. All right. So what do you say we bring up our guest?
I'm excited. Let's do it.
I'm super excited too. I'm going to look into the camera and pretend like it's on. Alex is going to give me the thumbs up. Yep. I knew it. Actually, I'm going to switch to this camera. Yeah. So this guest coming up, I have known this person since probably, I don't know, like week 2 of doing stand-up, something like that. We have known each other for a very long time. We met at Sal's Comedy Hole. And
the whole
of the whole. So yeah, she's here and I'm so excited. And I don't really know. She's got credits. She had a TV show.
Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
No
Exactly.
one cares.
I know. This is not that kind of podcast.
Am I popular on TikTok or Instagram? Not really.
No?
No.
Well, you're going to have to
But
collab
not really
with me on
still
this,
better
so
than
just-
no.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
It's more words, more letters.
No and.
No and.
But we do a lot of improv where we improv the improv. So we're going to do no and and yes maybe.
Oh, I know. I love a no and yes
Just
maybe.
in case.
Yeah, just in case.
To round it out.
All right, let's bring up our guest. You guys, put your hands together. Coming to the couch. Start clapping right now. It's been so long since I've done this. I don't know what you're doing. Nicole Aimee Schreiber. Yeah.
How we know people are clapping at home or not?
Nicole Aimee Schreiber, everybody.
Hi guys, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Clap, 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 clap.
Oh, you little fucking little broken bird.
Oh my God. It was, you know what I got to do though? Carrying on this conversation. I got to do the airport thing where they put you in the wheelchair.
Oh, that happened to me once. It was very special.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I was like really sick. So I was like, I didn't really fully, I mean, I appreciated it, but it was the sort of thing I was flying back from Europe and I had a layover in Amsterdam and they wheeled me from the plane to the, because I had, I was flying for work. So I had like a work American Express. So I got to go into like the elite traveler lounge because of my Amex. And I didn't even get to experience the Amex the lounge because I was so sick. I couldn't move. Oh, wow. I sat in the wheelchair for 3 hours for my layover. And then they picked me up and took me to my next flight. And then I flew home first class because they gave me like a medical upgrade.
Nice. I should have had a fucking first class. At least they put me on the outside. So like if I had to go to the bathroom, because I kept saying like, can you please not put me on the inside? Because I can't get up to go pee. Yeah. I'm going to get a urinary infection. Anyways,
I thought you said a yeast infection.
I was about to.
You're like, I'm going to get a yeast infection in my cat. I have a fucking pussy arm right now. Oh God.
Smell it.
Stank pussy arm. I mean, honestly, casts
they're going to smell like, right?
I mean, it is a bit of a yeast infection because the bacteria on the skin smells
pretty nasty.
Anyway.
If you straight face tell them though, I have diarrhea, can they be like, just be like, I have diarrhea, and they have to put you in the aisle?
So I one flight. When I first my first job was I did international sales and marketing for a clothing company. So I'd go to Europe a lot. So this flight, I usually never flew first class. The flying home very sick, I got first class. But there was one flight I was in my boss used to call it favela class.
What's that?
Favela is it's a slum in Brazil.
Okay.
That's what they call them, favelas. Favela. So he used to call it favela class, which is just coach.
Sounds like a good candy.
But it's just such an elitist,
I see what you're, it's
an elitist piece of shit thing to say, which I just absolutely loved. I was like, oh, favela class. What a commoner. So I flew common class and I have IBS. So sometimes it hits me. And when it does, it's a real fucking problem. And it hit me on the flight coming home.
Oh no.
And it hit me while we were landing.
You can't get out of your seat.
And I was at a window seat.
No.
And I was like, I am going to straight shit in my fucking pants if I don't get up.
Oh my God.
Right now. And I was just like getting up and I was sitting next to two people and I was like, I need to get out. And they're like, we're landing. I was like, I'm going to vomit all over both of you. And they were like, move over. And I came out and I was running to the bathroom and the stewardess was like, excuse me, ma'am, you can't be up right now. I'm like, I am pregnant. I'm like, and I'm going to barf all over this plane. And she was like, right this way, honey. And like took me immediate, tell them you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to they're going to be like, no, you're not. To me.
You'd be like, it's a miracle of God.
Yeah.
You can be like, I've gone through 700 rounds of IVF. Let me have this.
Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, don't fuck this up. I need to be where I need to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
It was wasn't it so nice though? The fucking treatment that you get?
The best.
I felt like Colin in The Secret Garden, just like being wheeled around. And did you read that book?
No, but okay. I deeply understand why people get sick. And then some people are just like constantly need to be sick because you get treated so well.
It's so true.
And then when you get better, no one cares about you. Like, could you imagine surviving cancer only to find out no one wanted to hang out with you?
Aww.
That's sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
But it keeps you with something to do.
What, the cancer?
Keep taking bad care of yourself or something.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
everybody needs something to do.
Yeah, and everybody worries about you then.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's a fucking sickness. There's people who make being sick their whole personality.
I have family members very close to me who do that.
Yeah,
who talk about nothing but being sick and how it's constant.
Oh yeah, my mom loves to be the victim.
Same
of something, anything. She'll figure it out. When there's a will, my mom will find the way.
But the media and people like commercials don't help because every commercial is like, "Do you have metastatic?" But I'm like, mute. I don't want to hear. I don't even want to hear that.
As soon as they start saying the symptoms, you're like, I mean, I guess I do.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going into kidney failure.
Yeah.
Based on these symptoms, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Or when they say the side effects.
Or whatever. Yeah.
By the way, every time they say the side effects, as soon as they say weight loss, I'm like, that's not a side effect. Come on. Who in America is like, weight loss? No. How do you feel about Ozempic, this Ozempic craze?
I don't know exactly how it works. Does it work like Olean, where it's like that, where it makes you shit your fucking pants?
Olean. How many loose stools did you have back in the Olean days? Holy shit. I mean, barely. It just...
Buffalo chips.
Unbelievable.
Did you take it? Did you eat those chips?
No, I remember I heard about the first thing. It was like a joke right off the bat when they were like leaky anus, and I'm like, this is already
oily stools. That was my favorite.
And they were oily. Oh, I remember. It looked like the La Brea tar pits in the toilet every time I got up.
It's almost worth doing just for that.
It was just oil slick. It was unreal.
You just shit out whole potato chips out of your butt.
But it wasn't even like the food. It was like this like orange sludge came out of you. And it was like the sort of thing where like, even when you flush the toilet, it was still in there. It's the sort of thing where when they had the oil spills in Alaska and they were using the Dawn dish soap to clean the birds, I was like, I need the Dawn dish soap for my toilet. Cause it was literally like an oil spill in the toilet. It was just absolutely, and it would stick to the toilet. It was unreal. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, well, this can't be good. And then I just proceed to eat a whole other bag of fat-free Olestra potato chips.
Yeah. Olestra. Yeah.
Olestra.
Well, is it a coincidence that they sound alike? What's the new one?
Ozempic. Oh no. Okay, so Ozempic is it's a diabetes pill.
Yeah.
Okay.
That people are now taking to lose weight.
Wow.
And it really fucking works. But I have a few friends who are on it right now.
Are they still eating a lot of? Are they eating sugar?
So it really cuts cravings, and it also helps metabolize sugar. That's the whole.
Okay.
So the whole reason it was used in the first place is to help diabetics metabolize sugar.
Right.
But yeah, now it's turned into this craze where it's like not only helps you metabolize sugar, because ultimately, as you know, when it comes to aging and skin, sugar is no bueno.
No bueno.
For sure, yeah.
So this helps you metabolize it before it becomes a problem.
Oh.
But then it also just like completely cuts cravings.
That's cool.
So
I'm down with that. I want to see what the side effects are.
I mean, it's been around for a while. Yeah. Oily toilet.
That's the generic name.
Yeah.
Oily toilet. That's crazy.
We can't talk about that. We're not sponsored by
We're not sponsored by Olestra. Alex, we got to cut that last part out. Just the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but my family name is actually Olestra.
Yeah.
You're Irish? Olestra. It's just potatoes flying out your arse. Man, that's like, so that means that stuff, your body didn't digest or process anything.
Your body didn't digest it. Your body looked at it and was like, nah.
It's like, let me just make okay, so we were talking about the poo-pourri, right?
Yeah.
Poo-pourri creates an oily thing that envelops your poop, so there's no stink that comes out of it. I wonder if it's very similar. It creates like an oily
tarp. So it creates an oil tarp
so
for the
that you
water.
Eat it and then you don't get the fat into your system, but it passes right through.
Yeah, it goes right through you like a choo-choo train.
Yeah. So you
toot toot. And then you go poop poop.
I made myself shit my pants the other day, by the way, on accident. I probably shouldn't have to say
you
that.
Made yourself on accident? Shit your pants on accident.
I've been drinking all the salt water, and so I overdid the salt. And
what kind of shit are we talking? Are we talking like a full load? Or are we talking a shart?
It was. I thought I had a fart, and it was like I peed out of my butthole.
Gamble, lost.
Oh wow!
Yeah, major gamble.
What kind of underwear were you wearing?
I was wearing Victoria's Secret box, like boy shorts.
Boy shorts. That's a good thing to shit your pants in. I shit my pants once in a G-string, and let me tell you something. Shit will take the path of least resistance, and it's straight out the sides.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, it's like putting your thumb over a garden hose. Yeah.
All of a sudden it turns into a power hose and it gets everything
wet. Oh
my
God.
Yeah, you don't want to shit your pants in a thong.
No, that's really good advice, Nicole.
Yeah. if there's anything I can do for the people who listen to your podcast, it's help them shit their pants in the most strategic way possible.
Absolutely.
Always make sure you're shitting your pants into a good solid something close to the body. First worst thing to shit your pants in is a thong. Second worst thing to shit your pants in is men's boxer shorts. I did that once.
Oh, too loose,
Yeah,
right?
way too loose.
Oh,
It
I might as well
it
just
finds
be
the path
standing.
of least resistance, which is the entire backside of your leg.
Oh my God. You've shit
Yeah.
your pants a lot, it
Whew,
feels like.
so much.
You ever
so,
shit your
so
pants
much.
in a onesie?
I have shit my pants in sweatpants.
Because
Onesies are fun because then you get blowout.
Yeah, I saw a baby once that had so much shit that the shit was
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
out of the top of
By the way, it's
neck.
called. By the way,
Yeah.
it's called a full blowout.
Yeah.
When a
Okay,
baby
full
does
blowout.
it's the full
like
blowout.
a Brazilian. Like a Brazilian blowout.
Brazilian
Yeah.
blowout. That's just where a Brazilian baby shits its diaper, goes up its back, and so much shit comes out that it slicks its hair straight.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. It's a South American thing for
Yes,
sure.
yeah.
Portuguese, man, they're ahead of the game. They are just.
Now that is the true favela class. Is what you
Yeah, I was trying to bring it around. I couldn't remember the word. Vela class.
favela. Yeah.
Favela.
Oh, so
Oh
funny.
my God. So yeah, where were we we're talking about shit.
Poop. I mean, poop is. I'm sorry. By the way, someone just told me. Someone. I can't believe I just referred to. I've been seeing a guy. I got back together with my guy.
Oh, good.
Thanks.
I mean, if it's good.
it's good. I'm
Okay,
good. I'm happy. I'm very happy. But the other day he was like, "Did you ever see the South Park episode where they were doing? One woman got a fecal transplant." And then all of a sudden, the name of the episode is called Turd Burglars, which I have
That's
not stopped laughing
hilarious.
about. But yeah, and I guess they found out one woman was like, "Yeah, I got a fecal transplant and I lost all this weight and I've never felt better. I don't have a tummy ache anymore." And then all the women in town want to get fecal transplants and they all want her poop. And they're like stop what were they? She was whatting her poop, hoarding her poop. You're hoarding your poop,
Bogarting your poop.
bogarting. By the way, bogarting was the first thing I thought of, but then I was just like, well, that's not right, but
It sounds good. Though.
sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was like keeping her poop, and then at one point, one of them stole her poop. She's like, "You stole my poop," and they're like, "You poisoned your poop. I haven't stopped barfing and shitting all day." And she's like, "Oh, it was wild." But yeah, no. But the guy I'm with, he was like, "Do you know about people who like take poop from another person and put the poop in them?" I'm like, "A fecal transplant?" And he's like, "Yeah. How did you know about that?"
How did you
I was like, "How did you not know?"
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like I have had stomach issues my whole life, so I know all the different things that could possibly happen
It's on
to
your
someone
radar.
with a stomach issue and
Yeah.
help someone with the digestive issue.
Got it. Yeah.
But yeah, the fecal transplant, a friend of mine was looking into it. She has like not Crohn's, she has colitis.
Okay.
But one of the ones that would benefit from it. But yeah, you want to get like baby poop.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
the good stuff. The primo.
Yeah. You want baby poop is the primo baby poop.
Yeah.
It has all the bacteria you could
That's
possibly
the
want.
money poop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the money poop.
Yeah.
Is-
All the good enzymes.
So never mind. There is no stem cell poop because
Oh,
the
right,
baby
yeah, they
wouldn't
haven't-
exist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just thought stem cells were the best, but baby poop is probably the best.
I think
Now,
Yeah.
they do that for people that have like the C. diff, like that, like
Yeah,
kind of
C.
stuff.
diff. That's what it's for.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
you know.
Oh,
So C. diff is one of them. Colitis, IBS, Crohn's.
okay.
Depending on the severity of your gut,
And then how does that work? It just
it recolonizes the microbiome in your gut.
oh really?
In your GI tract.
So they don't put it in your butt. Then it goes into
into your intestines.
intestines,
right? Your
and then
lower
it-
intestine.
I think they put it into your large, which is your lower
Yeah,
intestine.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wonder how
wow.
much they get. Like a cup of a
I
tablespoon.
think all it takes is
Just a
just
dab?
a little, just
Just
a
a little
dab,
dab.
a dab,
Dabble do.
a dab a doo, yeah, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba poo.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, I kill myself. That's so annoying.
It's going in the
I can't-
teaser, baby.
Yeah, yabba dabba poo, yabba dabba. that fucking teaser. People are going to be coming in droves. They're going to be like, I'm here for that hot shit content.
They're coming to watch it at my house now.
Yeah.
They're just showing up to
Come
watch
on
the
over.
podcast.
They're going to be here in droves. They're going to be like, we want to know more about the girl who has shit advice.
So much poo knowledge.
Poo knowledge.
A lot of people, nobody talks about LA people get like, fecal implants.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You like, literally, you think, literally your shit's not good enough for you. My shit's not good enough for me. And then.
No one would want my shit.
Yeah.
No one. You find a friend who takes like 2 shits a day regularly.
Right.
Nice, solid, well-formed shit.
A little fluffy.
You find that person, you put their poop right in you. It's
I'll
unbelievable.
keep
There are
on the
some
lookout.
people like that just like have never had regular bowel movements in their life. And to those people, I say, oh my God, I'm so sorry. There's nothing more spiritual than like a really excellent duty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember if I went poop today, actually. Oh, no, I did because I was at your house.
Wait, let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together now?
10 and a half.
Yeah, 10.5 years.
Christ. Do you guys shit?
On each other. That's the secret. But the bathroom door's closed.
Now, when you shit on each other, are you wearing earplugs so you can't hear each other shitting?
I've never heard you shit really.
I've never heard her shit either. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, have you ever farted in front of each other?
All the time.
Yeah. all the
I'm
time.
getting more comfortable with it after
Yeah.
10 and a half years because I did with my last relationship, I farted all the time. So my theory was if maybe this next relationship, I won't fart at all to sort of retain some mystery.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I farted on my own.
Yeah.
But I have my own apartment. Just stop and tape it up with duct tape. I just wait till I shit my pants and he won't notice because it'll all just be coming out at the same time.
Yeah. It all makes sense.
It
That
builds up
tracks.
a lot of force behind it too. It's like,
It's a lot of compression.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's so funny.
It's like a Chevy backfiring, but she drives a Fiat.
that's
So.
right.
Oh,
But now I've been doing kick farts and I'll be
I'm
like,
sorry.
or yeah,
A kick fart?
yeah, you go like, and then you fart.
Yeah, it teaches you timing because you have to get it. You have to like a well placed. Like I'll give her a kiss on the forehead and go.
Yeah, like
Like,
but a real fart.
Just you make it fun. You have to fart anyways. It's not like
Yeah.
I'm farting it on purpose.
We did get into an
So
argument.
the
one time
second you
when
feel a
did
fart
that, though.
coming, you're like, quick, come here.
No, he just does it.
Or I'll just fart. Or I'll just shake her hand
Yes, exactly.
at the same
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Does it make you laugh every time?
almost every time. Maybe
Now,
one, I
when
think
you,
one time
it'll
it didn't.
never not make me laugh. If Sandra, if you walked up to me right now and shook my hand and farted at the same time,
Yeah,
I
there's
would.
something like
I would lose. I'd lose my fucking mind. You could walk up to me and be like, "I'm about to fart and shake your hand at the same time," and I will still
They'll
laugh
laugh.
as much as if you didn't tell me you were going to do it. Because nothing is funnier than farting. We could spend the
Yeah.
rest of our lives trying to write a joke, but it will never be funnier than a fart.
It's
No.
really, that's a good point.
Farting is the funniest.
No question about it. Now, do you do silly stuff like that, or will you do the shake hand fart, or just the kick?
No, what else do? I have to tell you a secret.
Yeah, she'll just rip a
and then
fart.
fart.
Uh-huh.
But she'll be good with it. I'll be like, oh my God, what's wrong? She just goes,
Do your farts smell terrible? How do your farts
Not
smell?
generally, no.
That's the problem with mine.
yeah.
They smell really bad.
Deathly.
Oh.
Deathly hollows.
Well, so if we exchange handshakes, I'm gonna run after what I'll give you my fart, and then your fart is gonna make me run away.
It's an act of aggression. It's 1,000%. You'll be like, God, I visited Berlin, but like this is worse than any World War II
Any
atrocity.
concentration camp
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
ever
yeah.
looked at.
Yeah, honestly,
It's a gas you
so-
don't want.
It's unbelievable how bad my gas
Really?
is.
Always?
Yeah.
Do you hold them back when you're at my house sometimes?
No, because usually if I'm going to you, I will not have eaten a whole lot that day.
Okay. You've actually excused yourself one time when you knew you had a poop, and I was like, dude, poop, it's the toilet. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll do it, but I would never fart around you because I know how bad my farts smell. Like to the point where Jessica Michelle was at my house today when we were writing, and I farted, and I was just like, girl, I am so sorry. Like I don't even know what to say besides sorry. Like I don't. I mean, I'm sure I fart in my sleep because everybody farts in their sleep.
Sure.
When my guy farts in his sleep, I mean, it just makes my heart flutter. I don't think there's anything more endearing than someone farting in their sleep because it's just like pure innocence.
Aw.
It's like all your guards are down and you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's the best.
Adorable. Like that
tells me a lot about you as a person.
Yeah, I love it. Love farting so much. There's this comedian. Her name's Erica Spera. She's so great. I love her so much. She's very like, she's kind of like very monotone, pretty like deadpan. And she was over at my house and she was talking to me and my roommate. And she was telling us a story and she was just talking straight faced in the story, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden just farts. Her face does not change at all.
Didn't even acknowledge it.
She's like, yeah. And so we were playing cards and I can't believe I like won 3 hands. And then as soon as she finishes her sentence, she's like, sorry.
She got back around to it.
I was like, yo, that was gangster. Like that was just like, who lets out a fart with no facial expression? Because usually, have you ever watched a baby like shit or push out a fart?
Yeah.
A baby will be like,
yeah, and then just make eye contact.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like, because it's like shit.
Yes, it's concentrating.
Yeah, but if it farts, it's happy. If it shits, it's not happy. But it's always fun to like watch a baby be like, da 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 da. And I'm just like, oh, there's nothing
As
funny.
you were.
And that's when the Brazilian blowout happens.
It's up the back of the neck.
Back of the neck.
I've farted some nasty farts working on clients. That's hard to disguise because it's like there's really nowhere for them to go. They're already at your sort of ass level. This is really good for my business, by the way. But so then you start spraying things. You're like, oh, I think you need that hydrating spray. And I'm like putting essential oils around your face.
You know what's really good right now? A whole thing of essential oil.
You like peppermint?
You're like just chugging it or just funneling it into their nostril. You're like, this will clear out your sinuses. You'll never feel better.
It escaped. It wasn't like I let it out. It was just
girl, I get it. The ones there's sometimes you can't. The worst is my guy. We love taking baths together because we like sit and watch TV. So we'll bring an iPad into the bathtub and we'll like set it up and prop it up and then we watch TV together.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, we'll like smoke a joint, have a glass of wine, and watch TV. It's so fun. It's like my favorite thing to do. We do it every weekend. It's like our weekend thing.
I love that.
But yeah, so we'll do that, and then sometimes it's like you're in like some fucking hot water, Hot water gets the innards moving.
Yeah, sure.
If there's gas in your intestines and you heat up your intestines because you're sitting in hot water. It's gonna be bubbly. And there are times where I'm in there and I'm like, I swear to fucking God, Nicole, if you fucking fart, he will leave you. My farts are so bad that I'm like, if someone smelled this, they would never want to be with me ever.
But I love that when they're stinky like that and they're under the water, they retain in the bubble and then they explode above in the air. It doesn't diffuse in the water. It it goes. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like,
Did it like get trapped in like a soap bubble and like kind of swirl around and then lift up and then fart in your face?
Yeah, have I shit in a bathtub once? Yeah, absolutely.
Again, in the teaser.
Do yourself a favor. Don't do anal and then take a bath.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. That's not wise. Speaking of which, so today we're talking about microneedling.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Normally I announce it a little earlier in the show. We don't even have to talk about it, but I said I've claimed that we were going to talk about it. I guess we can talk about it eventually. What do we got? We got 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, you said we could talk about sex, drugs, and skincare.
Yeah.
So we hit sex. Did we talk about drugs?
A little bit.
Poop.
You said you smoked.
Oh yeah, you said
drug?
you smoked weed.
I smoked weed in the bathtub. I microdosed today.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I wanted to discuss that with you. So how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty mellow.
She's talking about mushroom microdosing.
Mushroom microdosing. So I took it because yesterday I had taken a Ritalin to get writing done.
As you do.
So I took a Ritalin. Jess took a Vyvanse yesterday.
What's that?
It's like a Ritalin. It's like a Ritalin.
You've taken one before. You just didn't know what it was when we were in the desert.
Oh yeah.
Desert party. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing like having to focus at a desert party.
Or stay awake from not going to sleep.
Doing drugs, yeah.
So there's that, and then today I was like, I don't want to take Ritalin. I'm gonna try because there's this. I found there's a company that made the company is called Mantra, but they make a microdose psilocybin that's mixed with like ashwagandha, lion's mane, and ginkgo. Like it's all like good for like thought and creativity.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I took that today and it was great. I got the giggles at one point. I definitely had the giggles, and then, the giggles are contagious, and then Jess had the giggles.
Did she take some too?
No, she was on Vyvanse, so I was like, you can't take
no, can you?
a pharmaceutical drug like that and then a natural drug like psilocybin. That's just like, that feels counterproductive. That also feels like it's too much for the brain.
I feel like we probably did do that though, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's different scenarios. If you're trying to write something, then you might.
Oh, okay,
not
right,
wanna,
yeah,
you're
you
not
don't
get
like-
the focus you want.
Yeah,
or,
that's true. Yeah, you'd be all over the place.
So, and she's a little body. I was like, we can't put that much shit in your tiny body. Like, that's not good. I'm like, so I told her, I was like, if you're off, Vyvanse for a few days, we should both microdose psilocybin and write together, because it makes you really like open and giggly, and like everything just seems possible and funny, and like, we were writing, it was just so much funny stuff, and we were just laughing about, I mean, I was probably laughing about a million things that I didn't even need to be laughing about, but it's like, it just puts you in a really good place. I cannot recommend microdosing mushrooms enough to people.
I'm gonna get the ones that you're talking about, because I like the idea of mixing it with like the ashwagandha and the ginkgo.
So and they have
blah.
mixtures of a bunch of stuff. They have one that's psilocybin mixed with MDMA, and it's a microdose.
Oh, that's cool.
It's unfucking real.
Is it legal?
That's fun.
Uh-huh.
MDMA is legal?
It's not legal. None of this
No.
is legal.
Oh, I'm so excited.
No.
Yeah. So it's MDMA. It's a
Not that I
microdose.
don't
It's a
do that.
microdose of MDMA and a microdose of psilocybin.
Okay.
So I took that. I don't know if you saw pictures that I recently posted. I went to Yosemite.
I didn't.
Holy shit. So I went to Yosemite and I went with my guy and we took the psilocybin MDMA.
Oh my god, mind blowing.
Microdose right before we went in. And then, have you ever been to Yosemite?
Yes.
So we pulled into got to the valley floor, like probably around like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So the sun was lower. It wasn't like super high. So it was like you were getting that like good light. And I was like, we're in fucking Narnia, dude.
Wow.
Like this
That's
was
cool.
unreal.
Like the big tall trees and
the trees. So at one point we pulled over to go to the bathroom and I was like peeing in the trees and he was over like peeing and I looked over at him. I go, I really don't want to be that girl who's like, if you're really quiet, you can like hear the earth. But like also, if you're really quiet, you can hear the earth. And he's like, you are literally that girl right now in like the most intense way. But it's fucking wild. Like it just heightens your senses. It makes colors sharper. It makes sounds clearer.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
and I feel like it just
makes music so much better.
Yeah.
so much better. Like it's just,
Yeah,
it just opens it opens everything. And I can't believe that this isn't legal.
I know.
Like how happy it could make people who struggle with depression. Like, what are we doing? Why aren't we giving this to people?
No one would be a janitor and no one would be a police
be
officer.
yeah,
no one-
Or get this, maybe someone would be a janitor and they'd be fucking happy doing it.
No.
Because that's a choice they're making to do it.
But nobody would go to war. There wouldn't be any military.
No.
Yeah.
Because
or
why?
people would be genuinely happy to murder somebody they don't know.
That's a good
Oh
point,
my
too.
God. I
Like
don't
all
even
the
need a drug for
colors
that. Let
and
me
all
tell
like
you.
the blood would be like really
Oh
vivid
my God.
and stuff.
I have a sketch. I haven't done it. But I want to do a sketch about, because I'm really into ASMR. So I have this sketch that I wrote about a girl who was doing ASMR and she was like eating crackers into the microphone, and her roommate came home and her roommate was like, where are my crackers? And she's like, I'm so sorry, I just had to record this video. And they get into a fight and then the ASMR girl murders her roommate and then she starts doing ASMR with her blood.
It's like American Psycho shit.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like tapping her bones together and she's like and like starts making her teeth go anyway.
I
So
love that.
yeah, pretty dark. But
Chattering. Is it cold
teeth-
in here?
yeah. Ooh, it's cold in here. Ooh, do you want to hear her slurp pasta? And it's just like she just starts
The
slapping pasta
intestines,
against
yeah.
a corpse face.
That's how you know the pasta's done. You throw it
Wait,
against the
continue to
corpse
talk
face.
for a second. I gotta get some Advil in my bag for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, can you grab this for me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have a hand.
You're like, I gotta get it. No, he has to get it.
Yeah.
There is the lessons that are learned when you're injured, to like learn how to ask for help and like letting people like be of service to you when you're injured is like truly like
it's so hard.
It's so hard, but it's such a
Sure.
good lesson to learn to like just slow down and ask for help is like
I fucking hate it.
it sucks, but it's so important.
I know. It's true. You're right. I just
Don't
absolutely
Sandra,
hate
don't
it.
you kind of like love having to take care of her a little bit?
I do. I like taking care of her.
He does already, but then I said to you the other day, I go on the phone, I go, you have to baby me. And then you said something like a little blood rush to your penis or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like, I
So
like
I kept
babies.
saying it and then it
Yeah.
didn't seem to have the same effect.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. The baby's left the building.
oh God, it's so
You got a
it really
baby.
it's so fucked up what can do it for a guy. I remember I dated this guy when I first moved to LA and I was so sick and I had food poisoning and I was like barfing in the toilet and he was behind me like rubbing my back as I was barfing into the toilet and then
Aw.
I felt his boner just like
No!
on my leg, on the back of my
No.
leg. And I was like, bro, I'm
Come
barfing here.
on.
He's like, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm really worried about you. He's like, but you are in a bent over position right now, throwing up. He's like, I can't help.
Stop.
He's like,
it.
I'm seeing you bent over in your underwear. He's
Well,
like, because
okay,
I'd
he does
gotten
have
out
a
of bed.
point. Yeah.
I'd gotten out of bed. So I'm like bent over in my underwear with no top on. And he's like, you know, he's like, I feel really bad that you're barfing. But like, also like,
Can I put it in your butt?
can I, you know, and then we did doggy style.
You did really?
Absolutely.
Over the toilet?
So strange. Yeah. While I was barfing, I was like, well, I guess maybe it'll help. I don't know. I was 22. I was an idiot. Would I probably do it again? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe with this guy, I feel like he
I don't
might.
know. I don't know. That's
You can't figure out life.
I
It's
really
not-
can't figure
it's-
out, like,
it's
more
not
than
meant
that,
to be
like,
figured out.
you know, it's like what our brains, like we're animals at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know?
It's very true.
Anywho, so
Mhm.
microneedling is a really incredible
Microdoseling.
thing
Yeah,
that I do. I do it on myself
Yes, please talk
when
about
I
it.
remember, which is like maybe once a month.
Let me just give a brief intro.
Okay.
And then I want all of your experience.
Okay.
I'm going to be reading microneedling. It's a cosmetic procedure. They call it cosmetic. It's used to encourage collagen in your skin because it makes little like
Micro tears.
Yeah, micro tears, exactly.
Mhm.
And so like your skin gathers to I guess to
So the repairing
repair.
process that skin goes through when you cause micro damage, when you cause any sort of like trauma to your skin, certain things will happen. White blood cells will come in to repair the area. Not only if there's an infection, white blood cells will come in, but collagen goes to the area that's been traumatized in order to fortify the skin, and collagen, as we know, keeps the skin firm. So when
Right.
you cause micro traumas without infection, then you're just boosting collagen,
Yeah, which is great.
which is great.
Let's see. Can we turn the page? I just want to get through a few things just to make sure we give people we know the purpose, minimally invasive. And when you go to a dermatologist, they can charge you anywhere from like $200 to $800 a session, but their needles are longer.
Their needles are longer. And then doctors also have the different things that come with it, the microcurrent,
right. And what else would you say?
heat. There's microcurrent, heat,
Like radio waves or something
radio
like that?
waves.
While you're actually getting microneedled?
Yeah,
or
so you're getting
before?
needled, and then while that's happening, they're sending microcurrents or radio waves, and that just has a deeper layer of penetration. So the needles are going deeper when you're at the dermatologist.
Okay.
It's either ultrasound,
Right, yeah.
or thermage, which is a heat, which
Mhm.
is the heat stimulation, and the heat. Basically it heats up a deep layer within your skin. I'm not sure how many layers deep, but that also boosts collagen.
And then
but
it takes like 6 months for that to like come to
it
the
takes
surface.
6 months for that to like even really like see the results of it. But yeah, oh sorry.
She's going to take a quick call.
1 second.
Yeah.
I love the acoustic
Take it.
guitar.
Dave Attell has this joke where his alarm goes off when he's on stage, and he's always like, I left my kid in the car. And then he goes, it's okay, it's a twin. I love that joke. But yeah, so yeah, it's really great. It's does it work?
Yeah, does
Sure.
it? How do you feel about it when you do it?
I think it works. I mean, I feel like my skin like kind of like looks smoother. I've never done the medical.
Okay, I was just about to ask you that.
in a doctor's office. I've never done that one. I've only done, I brought a little one for you guys to see. That's it.
You'll probably see it. Yeah, it's from Amazon.
You, by the way, you can get them now. They have them at Marshall's, TJ Maxx.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
But make sure you're getting, getting a well-reviewed one. But not only that, it's the thing, I'm pretty obsessive about cleaning my microderm roller, sterilizing it after using it, and then sterilizing before using it.
Very important.
You just need to make sure your skin's super clean. And then also, like, it's not just puncturing holes, it's you're putting on serum after you puncture the holes because it gets a deeper penetration.
Exactly. And Nicole's all about deeper
I
penetration.
love penetration. If there's one thing I like, it's get deep into my holes.
It's also good for hair, for alopecia.
Yeah. So
One of our last client people, Brian Supin, when he came on, we were talking about beards, but he was dealing with hair loss stuff. He said he did that all the time.
did he really?
Yeah. Let me give you this though. Let me tell you, I did my own microneedling because I've had clients like you who have said they like it, and a couple people swear by it, even just the home ones. I did it once. I was fine. I did it another time, and I don't know if it was the nickel that was in the little needles, but I don't know if you remember. I had a huge rash across my chest.
I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, it was gnarly, and it wouldn't go away for like a really long time. So I would test anytime you do anything like that. Test a spot before you do it.
Yeah.
To make sure you don't have that reaction. Maybe do it twice, and then also at the end, I'm just including this so that you can talk and do whatever you want to do for the last few minutes. Don't make sure you do sun protection afterwards. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's so funny. People will be like, because you and I are both aging very well for our age.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not aging, but yeah, if you're gonna put the word "well" on,
we're doing a very good job of it. And all the time, people are like, "What do you do? What do you do?" I'm like, just stay out of the sun. That's it. That is the number one. And if you do go in the sun, sunscreen.
Yeah.
And not only like. People don't understand, sunscreen doesn't last for the day. You have to reapply it. So it's like you have to remind yourself to reapply it and just I would prefer not to spend a ton of time in the sun.
I don't like people to spend,
people are like, do you want to come? Do you want to come for the picket lines for the WGA and SAG? And I was like, listen, I do. But also, I burn so easily.
Do they have like a shade part of it?
No, people are walking around with like 8 million layers and umbrella.
No,
and like,
I know.
And I'm just like, first of all, I'm like constantly trying to like hustle and make money that I'm like, I just do not have time. Not to mention, SAG has done virtually nothing for me. I joined SAG right before the pandemic, and the amount of SAG projects I got once the pandemic happened was pathetic. So I was like,
I deliver Postmates
SAG
to people who are picketing in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do my part. I'm like, oh, did somebody order a $14 sandwich?
Yeah,
Must be
here
nice.
you go. Must be nice. Great.
Like
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
the union? Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in the same union as you. Do I pay my union dues?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
because I never book projects. I'll pay the dues once I book a
Book a
project.
My union, they're due. They just do.
Yeah.
You just literally
They're doing
do.
nothing. They're doing nothing. I haven't been eligible for SAG health insurance since 2017. So, and it's the best health insurance there is. I actually know the WGA health insurance I heard is better. But in any case, stay out of the sun. Number one thing. Like I just cannot recommend that enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I also say, I'm going to add to that, hats, wide brim hats. You can get them made also, like you can buy them from places that have like really like tested fabrics that are very tightly woven. I have shirts
Literally,
that are made out of
you can
that
get
stuff.
hats that have a UV rating.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing
Shirts
is
with UV
I do
stuff.
mineral sunblock too.
Yeah.
Mineral sunblock is the best.
Oh, another thing I learned from a dermatologist is use a tinted mineral sunblock because the tint adds an extra layer of protection.
And I
that
just
makes
started using
sense.
the Color Science tinted. Good.
The Color Science, the powder one.
Oh, I use the powder, but
I use
put that on top.
I reapply with the powder during the day.
Try their liquid one too.
Oh, really? It's
It's
good?
really good. Yeah.
Okay,
It's called.
try it.
I'll send you the link to it. I can't remember. Yeah, it's really you'll like it. It just like blends into your
I
skin.
am constantly in search for the best tinted SPF, and there's ones I've bought that I'm like I'm into them for a little bit, and then I'm like, nah, not at all. Sunbum actually makes a pretty decent tinted SPF. That's cost effective.
Okay.
Like if you're looking for something where you can get a lot and it goes a long way and it's not that expensive and it's mineral and it's tinted, Sunbum.
What's like what do they charge for like a normal, like, I don't even
think
know,
it's
like,
probably like, I think for a bottle that's about maybe 3 fluid ounces, it's maybe like this big. It's probably, I want to say like $15.
That's really good, actually.
That's really good. Yeah. I really like that. And I buy it like 2 at a time because I go through it pretty quickly. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it's the sort of thing where it's like I keep it in, it's in every room kind of thing. So I remember to like reapply it. And also you should wear sunscreen if you're indoors.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can get sun exposure through the window.
Oh yeah, through the window for sure. Yeah.
So if you're sitting by a window, make sure you're wearing sunscreen.
I have had
through the windows, through the walls, as a sweat.
To the sweat. Ball sweat.
Ball sweat.
Oh,
People don't know this, but it will accelerate a sunburn.
What?
UV.
Okay.
It's ball sweat. If once it drips down your balls,
it's the first ingredient
all
in my
the females
sunblock,
call all the skis. All those skis.
God damn.
Goddamn.
Oh my God. Guys, you guys.
Sun. And then, like have a good, I don't know. I feel like I'm a big fan of just like, you introduced me to what's it called? Circuit
Skin.
I really do like Circuit Skin. There's that spray.
Oh, the molecular mist.
I really like.
That's refreshing.
Yeah.
It's super refreshing. I've recently gotten really into the Korean toner. Like the 7 or 8 steps Korean toner.
We have an episode of that where we go through all the steps. It's
I don't
amazing.
do all of them, but I do. I have I think I have 3 or 4 Korean skin toners.
Wow.
That I really like.
What is the toner for? Like, it's to reestablish pH balance, or
pH balance. Here's the thing. If you put a fucking gun to my head and were like, explain what balancing the pH of your skin means, I'd be fucking dead.
I can tell you right now. It's to restore the acid mantle to your skin. But the thing is most cleansers now, that's when people used to use soap on their skin.
Yeah.
So the acid mantle would protect your skin. But most cleansers now are pretty much pH balanced anyways. So now I think toner, I mean, unless the Korean toners are different, like we talked about it on an 80s episode of our skincare, but when you used to use Seabreeze toner.
I actually never did. I always used the Clinique toner.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Because my bubby used it. That's Yiddish for grandmother for all you anti-Semites out there. Yeah, my bubby used to.
And I think that has witch hazel in it too, which is good.
Yeah, it did have alcohol in it too.
It dries your
skin. But I used that a
little
little bit, but I only used it to remove my makeup.
Right.
When I was like in like high school.
Same. I was using Seabreeze, which was like you could drink it probably and just be like it was
shit faced.
Like, yeah, absolutely,
1,000%. 1,000. Yeah, they were using it in the battlefield as a first aid for to flush out a wound.
Exactly, like in Scotland, they poured it on my arm.
Yeah, in Scotland, they're like, here you go, laddie.
Lady.
What did I say earlier? Fella or I don't fucking know. Anyhow, yeah, dude, 80s skincare, gnarly.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, we'll talk more about it. I tried to buy a bunch of stuff, but it's actually like expensive to buy those things now on eBay. It's so stupid.
Do you remember Biore Pore Perfect where you could rip your? I mean, did that even work?
No,
what was that?
It doesn't work. It takes away. It just pulls out a little bit on the surface. It makes it look like a little bit of like a line, and because your pore is curved, you can't pull a blackhead out that way. You have to get underneath it and do like a whole little dance.
That's the dance
I
love.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll be doing that dance on you in 4 weeks, everybody. 4 weeks.
4 weeks. I'm getting my pores extracted. I don't really ever have any fun stuff, though.
You really don't.
Sometimes I do. And whenever I do, you're like, oh, you've got some stuff going on. And it's probably because I've been wearing a lot of sunscreen and hadn't been like washing my face. Oh, yeah,
that's job security. Sunscreen is sunblock and sunscreen are job security.
Yeah.
All right. Well, time. This has gone so fast. I can't even believe it. I wish we were going to do another hour with you.
Oh my God. I could do this forever.
Hey, would you ever come back and be a guest host?
Yeah, totally. 1,000%. Yeah.
Then you could be like an assistant. We could do skincare on people.
Yeah. I mean, skincare, this is
her thing.
This is my thing.
We bonded on this very early.
Yeah, very early. Yeah. I mean, I worked for a skincare company at one point selling moisturizer in Costco. Do you remember those days for me?
Oh my God. I didn't know that's what you were selling. I thought you were giving out samples of like sausage.
I was giving out samples of skincare.
Oh,
That's how I know so much about skin.
Oh.
It's because I had to learn about literally every layer of skin.
And kiosks.
And kiosks. And people who abuse samples. My favorite is when little old men would walk up to me and they'd be like, give me a sample. And I'm like, okay. And then I would squirt moisturizer in their hand and then they'd start to eat it. And I'd be like,
yeah. Oh, God.
My God.
Have fun.
It's not a topping.
Like a food. What food would you put in someone's hands?
He's like, must be cheese whiz.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I was a kid, we had cheese whiz.
Put that piece of peach in my hand.
Yeah.
Like, what?
And then he just gums it. He was like,
Lanolin.
Lanolin.
Not good.
This actually had no lanolin in
Yeah.
it. It was lanolin free.
Well, we're not being
that's good.
sponsored by lanolin, so
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
Alex,
cut
can
that
you-
out a little
lanolin.
later.
Big
Yeah,
lanolin.
Big lanolin. Yeah,
Big
exactly.
lanolin.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you so much. I
This
love
was the
you.
best. Oh my God. I love you so much. And I hope to see you very, very, very soon.
Get better, my little broken
I
bird.
will. I love the attention you gave me. That's all the only reason why I did it.
Literally, it breaks my heart thinking about you,
I
like
love that.
being alone in Scotland, like injured, like fuck. That's horrible. This feeling that I'm feeling right now for someone who's not. You are not my child. You are not related to me.
I
You
didn't
are not.
realize what an empath you are.
These are the things that make me think like if I was a mom, I would break a million times over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
you
wouldn't
would.
know what to do because it literally hurts my heart thinking of you like
Aw.
alone and hurt
I don't
and
want
like
you to hurt, but it
not
makes
sure
me
what
feel
to do.
good. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I'm such an empath. It's like crazy.
God, I wish you'd come with me. I could have used some babying over there.
Dude, I say this. I am not the friend who's coming to your birthday party. I don't give a fuck about your birthday party. But if it's 2 a.m. and you need someone to come with you to the emergency room, I'll be there.
That's so nice.
I'm
That's way better.
I'm the emergency room friend. I'm the person you want when
You're
you're
the-
really
Glad if it's your
fucking sick.
birthday.
You're
and
the
you have to go to
contact. You're my
If it's your
emergency
birthday
contact.
and it's the emergency room day,
Oh,
if
hell
they happen
yeah.
to coincide,
Mhm.
you're on your fucking own.
Yeah.
I'm
get
not
that.
blurring these lines.
guess so.
Fuck
Okay.
you and your birthday.
I
you
thought it was
You have to have
piece of
principles.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah. I have rules.
All right. Well, you guys follow Nicole Aimee on whatever she's got going on.
Yeah, social
and,
media. It's all at Nicole Aimee, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I will see you very soon.
I'll see you soon.
All right. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, Bella. Ciao,
Yeah,
Bello.
yeah.
Oh, mwah, mwah, mwah.